You know the phrase trickle down economics? Final Destination Bloodlines has its own spin called trickle down deathonomics, in which death likes to trickle down the family tree of our main characters and kill everyone that got cheated out of death. When Iris, the matriarch of this family, prevents a catastrophe that saves thousands of lives. So, we are here for the deathonomics of it all, and who are we kidding? We're here to get to see some truly devastating and horrifying deaths. Welcome to another Into the Void Real review. This time we are reviewing Final Destination Bloodlines, the latest in a long line of Final Destination movies that hasn't seen the light of day since 2011's Final Destination 5. These movies, they really haven't been my cup of tea, I will be honest, but I was kind of interested in seeing this one after having seen good word of mouth about it. That, and there has been kind of a dry spell in good movies in the last couple of weeks. Like you, I look at reviews too before I go see movies, and this one seemed like it was getting good reviews. So I was like, why not? I have a quiet weekend with not a lot going on, so why not check it out? I tempered my expectations and knew this wouldn't be an Oscar contender. And you know, sometimes you just need a movie that you can just turn off your brain and just enjoy. Don't need to think much, and who doesn't like to see some gnarly deaths from time to time? And what can I say? I was entertained from start to finish on this one. The main character, Stefani Reyes, who is played by Caitlin Santawana, apologize if I'm not saying that right, was not annoying or bad in this movie and is actually likable, and the family that is center stage in this movie are actually likable as well and not annoying. You want to root for them for the most part, but there is still that thing where you kind of feel some of them kind of deserve what's coming to them. Like Eric. Fuck that guy. I'm kidding, but that guy, played by Richard Harmon, is kind of a douchebag that reminds me of the guy that seems to have a run of luck that you think he doesn't really deserve. Well, he is lucky up to a point until he's not. Let's just say, people, you may want to rethink getting anything pierced after watching this. Anyway, back to the main character, Stefani. She's part of a family that's headed up by Iris, played by a crazy and paranoid Gabrielle Rose, the matriarch of the family that has done death dirty by preventing a disaster from happening that could have killed thousands thanks to her ability to see someone's death, or in this case, several people's deaths, before it actually happens.
What's happening to us?
Years ago, I had a premonition that started it all. I saw what death was about to do.
Call it deadly premonition, not the video game. Nonetheless, that is what she can do. That passes on to the mother, Darlene Campbell, played by Ryan Cahestead, who has been notably absent to the family in an attempt to stave off death from killing everyone associated with Iris's family bloodline. Hence, that's where the title Final Destination Bloodlines refers to. When the daughter of Darlene, Stefani Reyes, starts having dreams of the disaster that her grandmother, Iris, avoided due to her deadly premonition ability, this sends her on a search for her to see what can be done to clear up what actually happened, so she can be free of such nightmares that plague her sleep and her life. After meeting her, even though the family recommends she doesn't due to her crazy behavior, she finds out that death is out to wipe out her and her family using death's own version of trickle-down economics. Except this is called trickle-down deathonomics. You don't cheat death without pissing death off and setting into motion a killing spree that seemingly can't be avoided.
But death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans.
Except there is a loophole I won't get into here, but it reminded me of Death Note, the anime, with its rules and stipulations. Well, those rules are not the same. They kind of remind me of the anime.
I swear I am justice. Kill me if you can.
Whatever you do, if death comes knocking, you don't ignore it. You answer the damn door quickly or face the consequences. Your family may be at stake. Now, does that work with in-laws? Because I know some in-laws who I wouldn't really miss if I'm kidding. I suppose that's why it's called Final Destination Bloodlines and not Final Destination Bloodlines and those related by marriage. That would be too long of a movie anyway, and too long of a movie title. Guys, there's a reason I joke, because not only is this a horror movie, but a comedy as well. I laughed as much as I watched in horror as the deaths piled up in this one. And there are some really good ones here which make it all worthwhile. Punches were not pulled. There are even some funny quips that family members make about the revelation that death is coming for all of them and there's not a damn thing they can do. Everyone is in on the joke, and it makes this movie one of the more fun movie-going experiences I had, in which I was able to turn my brain off and just sit back and revel in all the spectacular kills that just happen to occur in ways sometimes you were not expecting, which I will say it was refreshing to see that they didn't just go for the obvious here. I will say you won't see a penny the same way anymore after you watch this film. I always thought finding a penny on the ground meant good luck, but I think I will be rethinking that belief from this point on. I'm giving Final Destination Bloodlines a 7 out of 10. Go see it for the spectacle of horror and comedy it provides. What was your favorite Final Destination movie? Will you be going and seeing this? And if you did, what did you think about it? If you want more reviews of Oscar-worthy movies and not so much, please consider subscribing, and while you're at it, leave a like for the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you the next time when we venture into the void.